Here is a number that stops most people cold. The difference between claiming Social Security at 62 versus waiting until 70 can be worth over $100,000 in lifetime benefits, sometimes much more. And for anyone who is behind on retirement savings, that gap is not just a statistic, it is a financial lifeline. So before you make any decisions about when to claim, let's look at what the research actually says and what your real options are. This video is for educational purposes only and is not financial or investment advice. Please consult a qualified financial advisor before making any financial decisions. How your benefit is calculated. Let's start with the foundation, because a lot of people misunderstand how Social Security actually works. Your benefit is based on your earnings history, specifically your 35 highest earning years. The Social Security Administration indexes those earnings for inflation and calculates what's called your average indexed monthly earnings, or M. From that number, a formula produces your primary insurance amount, your PEA. That is the monthly benefit you would receive if you claim at your full retirement age. Here's what matters for late starters. If you worked fewer than 35 years, the SSA fills in zeros for the missing years. That drags your average down. The good news is that every additional year you work, even later in life, can replace a zero or a low earning year with a higher one. That can meaningfully increase your benefit, even if you are just entering your peak earning years now. You can check your own earnings record and projected benefit at any time by creating a free account at ssa.gov. The Social Security Administration recommends checking this record periodically for errors because mistakes do happen and correcting them can increase your benefit. The claiming age decision. This is where the biggest lever lives, and it is the decision that deserves the most careful thought. You can claim as early as age 62, but if you do, your benefit is permanently reduced by up to 30% compared to your full retirement age benefit. Your full retirement age depends on when you were born. For anyone born in 1960 or later, it is 67. For those born between 1943 and 1954, it is 66. The SSA has a full chart at ssa.gov. If you wait past your full retirement age, your benefit grows by 8% per year through what are called delayed retirement credits. That growth stops at age 70. So the absolute maximum benefit is locked in at 70. According to research from the Center for Retirement Research at Boston College, the majority of Americans, around 90%, claim before age 70. And studies suggest many of them would have come out ahead financially by waiting longer. A 2019 analysis by financial researchers William Meyer and William Reichenstein found that delayed claiming can be one of the highest return, lowest risk decisions a retiree can make. That said, the right answer is not the same for everyone. Health status, financial need, and whether you are married all change the math. Someone with a serious health condition may genuinely come out ahead by claiming early. Someone in excellent health who expects to live into their late 80s or beyond will typically collect more over a lifetime by waiting. The Social Security Administration has a break-even calculator you can use to run your own numbers. Roughly speaking, if you live past your mid to late 70s, waiting to claim tends to produce more total income. Spousal and survivor benefits. If you are married or were married for at least 10 years, there is an entire layer of Social Security strategy that many people overlook. Spouses are entitled to up to 50% of their partner's full retirement age benefit, if that amount is larger than their own earned benefit. This is called the spousal benefit. It does not reduce what the primary earner receives. It is an additional benefit funded by Social Security. Survivor benefits are even more significant. If a higher earning spouse dies, the surviving spouse can step up to receive 100% of the deceased spouse's benefit, as long as the survivor is at full retirement age. This is why Social Security researchers often recommend that the higher earner in a couple delay claiming as long as possible. By doing so, they are not just increasing their own benefit, they are also increasing the survivor's benefit for the rest of that person's life. For divorced individuals, the rules are worth knowing. If your marriage lasted at least 10 years and you have not remarried, you may be entitled to spousal benefits based on your ex-spouse's record, without affecting their benefit at all. This is a provision that many people are simply unaware of. The SSA's official publication on spousal and survivor benefits, available at ssa.gov, lays out the eligibility rules in detail. Working while collecting. For late starters, it is common to still be working, or planning to work, well into your 60s. So what happens if you claim Social Security while still earning income? If you claim before your full retirement age and continue to work, the SSA applies what is called the Retirement Earnings Test. In 2024, if you earn more than $22,320 per year, Social Security withholds $1 for every $2 above that threshold. This is not a permanent penalty. Those withheld benefits are added back to your monthly payment once you reach full retirement age. But it does affect your cash flow in the short term. Once you reach full retirement age, there is no earnings test. You can earn any amount and receive your full Social Security benefit simultaneously. That makes the years around full retirement age a meaningful transition point for people who are still working. This is also why some financial planners suggest a bridge strategy for late starters, continuing to work and delaying Social Security, claiming as long as feasible, so that by the time you do retire, your monthly benefit is as large as possible. A larger guaranteed monthly payment reduces how hard your other savings have to work. Putting it all together. Let's zoom out and look at what all of this means if you are starting late. Social Security is not a side note in your retirement plan. For many Americans, it will be the single largest source of retirement income. The Urban Institute has found that Social Security provides more than half of total income for the majority of retirees. For late starters with limited savings, that share is often even higher. The decisions you make, when to claim, whether to coordinate with a spouse, whether to keep working to improve your earnings record, can have a larger impact on your retirement income than almost any other financial move available to you. And unlike investing, these are decisions made within a government-backed, inflation-adjusted system. Your Social Security benefit cannot go to zero in a market crash. The most important first step is to know your numbers. Log in to ssa.gov, review your earnings record, and look at your projected benefits at 62, at your full retirement age, and at 70. Once you see those three numbers side by side, the decision becomes much more concrete. From there, if you are in a relationship, think about how your two benefit profiles interact, especially with survivor benefits in mind. And if your situation is complex, a fee-only financial advisor who specializes in retirement income can help you model different scenarios before you make any permanent decisions. You have more options than you might think. Social Security is not just something that happens to you at 65. It is a system with real strategic flexibility, and understanding it is one of the most valuable things you can do for your financial future. What to watch next? If this was helpful, consider subscribing to Money After 50. Every week, we cover practical, evidence-based strategies specifically for people who are building retirement security later in life. You are not behind. You are building. Next, check out our video on catch-up contribution rules for 401ks and IRAs. If you are over 50, the IRS allows you to contribute significantly more than the standard limits. And that video walks through exactly how those rules work. And if you want to go deeper on Social Security strategy, we have linked a highly rated resource in the description that explains the claiming decision in plain language. Thank you for watching. We will see you in the next one.